Jose Andres is one of the world's most famous chefs and humanitarians. He's giving us an inside look at life back in Spain in the Discovery Plus documentary series, Jose Andres and Family in Spain, premiering December 27th on Discovery Plus. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have Chef and his daughter, Carlota. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Happy holidays. All right, so whose idea was it? Was it, Jose, was it your ideas or were your daughters were like, we want to go back to Spain with you? How did the show happen?
I think it was both.
There's a mixture of both.
Yeah, during the pandemic, when I was not around the States or going to India or Spain to try to help in the middle of the emergency, when I will come back home, what I love to do the most is cooking with the family. And because everybody was studying on Zoom calls and everything, we will have very little time sometimes used to, let's have dinner. And we will cook real videos in 10 minutes or less, because everybody was hungry, everybody was waiting for me, and like, let's cook, let's cook. Those videos, we began filming them for fun. We began putting them on my social media. They became super popular. And right there was kind of the moment that we said, I saw them ready. Like, hey, ladies, why we don't do a show? And obviously, it was a lot of interest out there for me to be bringing the country I love so much, where I was born in Spain, to America and to the world. And being able to do this time, not myself alone, telling everybody about the Spain, but with my daughters, and experiencing Spain with my daughters and sharing those moments with everybody was kind of the perfect moment.
I always tell everybody who goes to Spain, don't overpack your schedule as far as sightseeing goes, that you want to make sure that you give at least 2 days to just eat your way around the cities and eat your way, especially about Barcelona. If, that's the very first episode that we see. Carlota, tell me a little bit about going on that journey, because I know you have a sweet tooth, and all the desserts, I was like, I want to have those. I wish I was there with all of you.
Oh my goodness. That show is dangerous. It was dangerous. There was so much food everywhere all the time. But it was just really incredible to go to the places that we usually go to. But then also seeing places like Lanzarote that we had never been to before. And we just explored new places, ate some new food, and doing it with my family was just incredible.
While, and just what an inspiration of bringing family and friends together that food does, especially food from Spain.
Yeah, listen, food is a great way to travel. If you're not able, for whatever reason, because time or budget or whatever, you cannot go to a country, obviously food in your own kitchen is a great way to travel. But I will say that, if you go to a place that they have no food, it's not worth visiting. And obviously you can see museums and monuments and national parks. But me, I'm always looking, okay, what restaurant or cheese place or bakery is on the road? That's the way I live my life. I think many of us, we do that. And obviously in this show, you're going to see a family like any other, just getting on a car, getting one city at a time, and just in the process visiting places we know and friends I have since the beginning of my culinary career. But at the same time, you go discovering things you never knew about. So this is why it's so important to always being able to travel.
Carlota, obviously, your dad has taught you a lot growing up, but what was it like to be able to go back there? You saw one of his friends from cooking school. You got to see some of his friends back from back home. What was it like to have that experience of like, oh my goodness, putting a face to the people that he's talked about for so many years?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have known them for many years now, but I always love hearing the stories that they have to tell about him, how he never went to classes, how maybe his grades weren't the best. But what he's saying is, what he always tells us that he is a student of life. And so he learned on the streets, peeking into kitchens, touching the food, going to the market. So like for him, that was school. So it was funny to hear those, the stories from them.
Especially back home. And Chef, I want to ask you, obviously, restaurants all across the world, but you also got 3 here in Chicagoland area, Haleo, Bazaar Meat, and Pigtail here. Tell me a little bit about your experience, that dining experience here in Chicagoland.
Well, Chicago has been a favorite city of mine for, my God, more than 30 years. I remember the first time I visit, invited by Gabino Sotellino and Richard Melman. And since then, I've been going back, almost every year. And I got great friends like Rick Bailey's and so many others, and Chef Rick Tramonto. I mean, so many friends. For me to open restaurants there was kind of a dream come true. Chicago is one of the best restaurant cities, not only in America but in the world. Amazing places that can blow your mind away. And for me, used to have now Jaleo, my Spanish restaurant, Bazaar, is used. What I've been waiting for forever. And so far, Chicago has welcomed us with open arms. And for me, again, I love Chicago, and I love that now I am part of the family.
I haven't been to those restaurants yet, so I'll be coming soon.
Oh, maybe that'll be season 2 of the series. You guys come to Chicago and get to experience the food here.
We should.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Chef and Carlota. The Discovery Plus documentary series Jose Andres and Family in Spain premieres December 27th on Discovery Plus.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.